Hi, my name is Greg Olsen, and I'm the Director of the New York State Office for Aging. Thank you so much for joining us today. May is Older Americans Month, and it's our time to celebrate the amazing contributions of older New Yorkers to their families and communities, their place of work, the care they provide to loved ones, and the services they give to organizations every single day. When Older Americans Month was established in 1963, only 17 million living Americans had reached their 65th birthday. About a third of older Americans lived in poverty, and there were few programs to meet their needs. Interest in older Americans and their concerns was growing. A meeting in April '63 between John F. Kennedy and members of the National Council of Senior Citizens led to designating May as Senior Citizens Month, the prelude to Older Americans Month. Historically, Older Americans Month has been a time to acknowledge the contributions of past and current older persons to our country, in particular, those who defended our country. Every president since Kennedy has issued a formal proclamation during or before the month of May, asking that the entire nation pay tribute in some way to older persons in their communities. Older Americans Month is celebrated across the country through ceremonies, events, fairs, and other such activities. In New York, we go a step further and we do something very unique working with our 59 county offices for the aging. We honor exceptional individuals nominated by the counties that demonstrate through their actions the spirit of civic engagement, volunteerism, and selflessness. These individuals we will formally honor in November to assure that everyone stays safe during this unprecedented pandemic. For decades, older adults have been portrayed as frail, needy, and costly to the health and social service systems. This is a misnomer. Individuals of all ages sometimes need assistance, but older adults en masse consider themselves healthy, remain active and engaged, and are a very important part of the local, regional, state, and national economies. Further, they give a tremendous amount of their time to hundreds of civic groups and organizations that are critical in delivering direct services and supporting local agencies. Older adults are committed to improving their communities and helping their neighbors. That is what defines us as New Yorkers. It's what makes us proud to be New Yorkers and to follow in the example that you set. I would like to thank Governor Hochul for her friendship, support, and leadership, and for understanding the value of older New Yorkers to friends, family, and community. I would like to express profound gratitude to those across the state who have served to protect our great nation. In addition to those in active service, 63% of our state's veterans are age 60 or older. Let us pause and pay our respects to those men and women, past and present, who have served and continue to serve in our armed forces, and thank them for the sacrifices in defending our way of life and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. The 2022 theme is Age My Way, an opportunity for all of us to explore the many ways older adults can remain and be involved with their communities. The word volunteer cannot capture fully the accomplishments of this group of incredible individuals. Older adults who commit their time to a greater good and a greater cause are very impressive, and you tell the real story of what's good about people, what's good about New York, and again, how valuable you are to those you touch, to those you serve, to the families and communities and lives you make better. As a group, you commit more than 495 million hours of services, often to multiple organizations, all for the simple goal of helping others and a desire to make a difference. You do so without fanfare. You do so not to be thanked or recognized, but you do so because you see a need, have a passion, want to give back, want to stay engaged, and want to make a difference, and you step up time and time again, and you just do it. During one of the most difficult times in our nation's recent history with the COVID pandemic, older adults continue to put themselves at risk to help others by delivering food, preparing meals, providing transportation, and working with community organizations to address the high demand for help. We thank you for that and your ongoing service. What you do matters, what you are matters, and your contributions matter. And that's what makes this celebration so special. Older New Yorkers volunteer for hundreds of community-based organizations and civic groups, and your experience is an asset to all communities. Your giving back comes with exceptional life, family, and work experience, which is applicable regardless of where you serve and apply your talents. Make no mistake about it. Older New Yorkers bring enormous intellectual, social, and economic capital to the state of New York. Older New Yorkers and baby boomers make up 65% of all household income generated. You have very high home ownership rates, are supporting schools and local businesses, the local and state economy, and are the #1 givers to philanthropy, to organizations, and to volunteering. Your skills are endless and your value is well defined. It is so well defined and recognized that states are competing for you because they recognize these varied contributions. Older Americans Month allows the opportunity to demonstrate the true side of aging and not getting stuck on an artificial number that represents age, because the number and how old you are is not what defines you. It is your actions, your passions, your relationships, your commitments, your perseverance, your determination, and your goals that really define you. And there's no artificial age or number you can put on that. It is our job to highlight that and put it on display. Regardless of where you are, where you come from, or what your background is, there's a volunteer opportunity waiting and a life that can be changed for the better. You are indeed a diverse group of individuals, having worked as nurses, doctors, social workers, teachers, attorneys, engineers, and so much more. You have chosen to take your work and life skills and experiences and either get involved, remain involved, or enter an encore career, as the value of older workers is also very well documented. Older New Yorkers volunteer for the Kiwanis, traffic safety boards, hospice, veterans organizations, junior achievement, urban league, rural outreach, League of Women Voters, public health and firefighters and EMS, Toys for Tots, the Red Cross, food pantries, youth sports, benefits assistance counselor, and so much more. How vast is your reach and how important is your time? Across the state of New York, almost 1 million people over the age of 55 volunteer in their communities, providing almost 500 million hours of service at an economic value of $13.8 billion a year. But let's not dismiss the value to the volunteer either. It has been well documented that there are tremendous health benefits to volunteering, especially among older adults. Studies have shown that active volunteering lowers the likeliness for depression and isolation, provides purpose and meaning to one's life, increases life expectancy, and lowers the rate of heart disease and other chronic illnesses that can quickly lead for the need for more costly and intensive medical services. But let me stop and share what some of you think. You described in your own words the benefits of volunteering. You said, "I give back what I already have, repaying the blessings I have. I hope to change lives for the better." You said the greatest gift you can give is your time, because when you give your time, you're giving a portion of your life you will never get back. Making a difference in someone's life is what keeps me going every day. You said, do what you love to do. Make a difference that may not change the whole world, but will change someone else's world. For most, being older is not about fading away to a 55 resort community. It's about continuing to be active and engaged, because we all have something we can offer no matter how old we are or our ability. I believe it vitally important that our next generation grow up valuing service as an opportunity, and that service becomes an intrinsic piece of who they are. You are in fact making this happen by your example, through your service to your community. In closing, I would like to quote New York's byline, "Out of many we are one." It is the founding premise and enduring promise that we inherited from our parents, and the promise of New York that we pass on to our children. Your work makes New York State a better place to live, work, and grow old. I'm proud to offer these remarks celebrating Older Americans Month, and all of us at the State Office for Aging and county offices around the state thank you and convey how proud we are of you and the wonderful example that you set for all of us.